The next anime of the current running season is probably the best looking one. I'm of course talking about Sparks of Tomorrow, which is animated by Kyoto Animation. But is the anime worth watching? Let's find out today. Sparks of Tomorrow takes place in the 20th century, but in an alternate timeline where the inventors of electricity died early. This results in steam machines taking the forefront instead of electrical devices. This of course also leads to the famous steampunk aesthetic you are probably familiar with. The main protagonist is a boy named Kihachi, and his older brother had the vision of a 20th century but with electricity that takes over steam power. Unfortunately, his brother died in war, and a few years later the boy lives alone and fixes machines for a living. One day he meets a girl named Inako at a shrine nearby, and through circumstances that involve her and the main villain, he gets his hands on an electrical catalog his brother left behind. In this catalog, blueprints for electrical devices can be found, and Kihachi, together with Inako, wants to build them all in order to prove the superiority of electricity compared to steam, and also to make his brother's wish come true of the 20th century as the age of electricity. The most positive thing the anime has going for is of course the production budget. They probably pumped so much money into this thing, and you can really tell. They even made different animated scenes for each episode's opening, and the visuals of course look gorgeous. I mean, it's an anime made by Kyoto Animation, who also produced shows like Clannad or K-On!, so what do you expect? One thing I also appreciate is the world itself. Steampunk atmosphere at its best, and you really feel the steam vibe since everything is basically covered in smoke. The world of course profits from the budget, and everything looks and feels alive, from the buildings to the machines. If you like the vision of an alternate world type show, you will be definitely happy with this one. You just want to see and learn more about this world that does function differently because of the lack of electricity during a time where it normally existed. But of course the most important factor is the plot and its characters. I think they are okay, nothing groundbreaking here, but they serve the story justice. I actually like what they do with the villain called Yosuke. He desperately wants the mentioned catalog as a businessman. You of course think, yeah, he just wants that sweet electricity money. Businessman doing business stuff. But they actually give him secret motives and tie it to an unknown connection he has with the brother of Kihachi. So they play it as a mystery, and you want to find out more about his past. This is much more effective than him being just an evil business dude. Yeah, he's a bit wacky and goofy, but his emotional responses regarding the connection really spices things up positively. The main characters are unfortunately a bit more boring. Kihachi is an unsure person with trust issues, but it oftentimes comes across as annoying. Yeah, his brother left him, but they didn't establish his trauma well enough, so it feels like heavily complaining and being afraid of everything for no reason, like for example darkness. Yeah, they probably set up a development for him, but he's a bit too annoying for my taste in some areas. Inako's okay, and you get behind her motivation a bit better. She lost her mother and stays positive because of it, but also for her, they should establish more from the beginning. For the villain, it made sense to hide certain things, since they play it as a mystery for the plot, but we spend so much time with the mains, so at least give us more about their motivation and personality. But well, the anime gets hard carried by the production value and the cool steampunk setting, and the characters are okay enough, especially the villain is at least interesting. So yeah, I recommend Sparks of Tomorrow to you. You can give it a try. You can also give me a try, the Critical German. Give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you want to, you can also follow me on my anime list. The link is in the description. That was my opinion. See you in the next video. Ciao.